Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, we got a Super7 ReAction figures haul. $5 a piece. Couldn't turn it down, had to grab some. Why did we get these ones specifically? We're going to tell you why. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be going over these Super7 ReAction figures that we picked up on clearance. So, traveling through the mall, we noticed we got a couple of these Super7 figures. Big old clearance sign, $5. I was like, okay, let's check them out. So, there were so many. I mean, I really should have took some pictures if I was going to do a video for this, but I wasn't really planning on doing a video. But, I do have an idea for some things, and I wanted to go ahead and grab these so I can show you why. So, yeah, looking around at them, they had plenty of stuff, but I'm looking for some musicians, and we'll get to that. So the first thing we picked up was this Muppets Dr. Teeth from Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. He comes with a little keyboard piano here. So I was like, yeah, I can use that. You know, I was half tempted just to keep them in the card, you know, because they're pretty nice, they're unpunched, they look good. There was just a whole bin full of them. I'm like, oh wow. Second, we went ahead and grabbed a Sex Pistols Sid Vicious. They didn't have a Johnny Rotten, because I figured, I could probably use that microphone, but nah, I can use that bass guitar though. So we got them too. And then this I did not get there, but I do have a carded version of this, and I went ahead and picked up the Pizzazz, you know, from the Misfits in the Gem series. This was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You know, I'm not sure if you had to buy this or what, or if it was a freebie, but this was also $5. I got these two together, plus a couple other ones that, you know, don't really matter. But I got her online on eBay, shipped for $6, so can't beat that. Don't really have to destroy a card to open it, and I think my carded version looks good with Gem, you know, on the wall mixed in with other figures. So we are going to open these, but we don't want really the figures. We want the instruments, especially the instruments with Pizzazz, the bass with Sid Vicious, and the piano from Dr. Teeth. Alright, so we are going to open these, so bear with me, but why am I doing this? Because I'm going to do a custom Cold Slither, you know, the Dreadnok Subliminal Message Band. So here, you know, this is kind of just a preview. I threw a vest, a wig, and put a microphone in the Zartan. This is just a prototype assembly. I'm going to do some different legs, probably some different arms, but yeah. So there's going to be our singer. We got a few other things, you know, lined up. I grabbed a couple of these microphones off AliExpress. They were $1 a piece. You know, I got like 4 or 5 of them, you know, just in case I ever, you know, need them for anything. That's the microphone that comes in this. I already took one out. And we have a stage assembled. And we also have a little drum set here. So here's a buzzer. I went ahead and threw him on a fodder monkey wrench body, gave him a casted Storm Rider head, and he fits well, you know, with the drum set, so it's almost perfect. I got to unscrew like every single one of these and put them on its own stand, tape this up, and paint it a different color because I'm not going to use the gold, but perfect, that works for the drum set. We got to assemble the figures and figure out how we're going to do those, and then add the funky haircuts and all that good stuff. But really the main focus on this video is opening the Super7 figures. So we're going to go ahead and start with Sid Vicious for that bass guitar. So first we're going to need probably an X-Acto knife for this. So we'll go ahead and bring that out instead of our little razor we normally do, and we're going to go ahead and pop him open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. Like I mentioned, you know, these are decent cards. They're not punched. There was so much stuff, it was like crazy. I grabbed a few G.I. Joes. I don't plan on opening them, but we're just gonna toss them into, I guess, a bin, you know, to save for a rainy day. but these ones I definitely had to get, especially for these instruments. A bunch of the other stuff they had, you know, I probably could have got the whole Dr. Teeth band, but I decided not to. I'm not really worried about this. I'm just going to cut it and tear it. I'm not going to save this stuff. We'll get the card out. And I have nothing against the Sex Pistols. I like punk music. Sex Pistols were not one of my, you know, groups that I liked. And no disrespect for the no longer with us Sid Vicious, but I just need your bass guitar, dude. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Anyways, we'll give a look at the figure. He's got that kind of wild purple leopard looking vest. Some black slacks with a hole in the knee. He got some kind of neon yellow shoes here. A little pink bracelet with spikes in the head. Might be able to use that head for a future custom, but I have no use for the figure, so we're going to get him out of here. What we want is this bass guitar. I like the yellow. It matches Cold Slither, you know, from the G.I. Joe cartoon. It's got the pink in it, but that's not a problem. Black, and it's got a strap. You can see some of the paint peeled off from his back when I took him off, but that's fine. Now, just to test it out, we're gonna use our Zartan here and throw that on over him to see how it fits. You know, once I do the hands and everything, I think these will be fine. So we got the bass guitar on Zartan, just to check him out. Fits well, scale, looks good, cool. So there's one down. So along with the drum set, we have a bass. Next, we're gonna go on to Dr. Teeth. So this one might be a little more difficult to open, but slice along the bubble. I'm not gonna just rip it off of here. You see, get the bottom, that's already opened. Gotta come up right here. Slice around a bit. Get that down to the bottom open. See if we can just pull the piano out. And we got it out. So just looking at Dr. Teeth. I'm not really interested in the figure at all, but for $5, it's very hard to find, you know, a near 1/18 scale piano. So I went with that. Funny if they had most of these, but no interest. So we're gonna get that out of here, and then we'll check out the piano. As you can see, it's got 2 rows of keys, all black. Feels, you know, pretty sturdy, pretty well made. And if you look at, you know, some of the cartoons, you can see that they use a small keyboard, and he's kind of bent down over it like this. So that's a little low for the figure, but that's okay. I think we're gonna get, you know, maybe some foam board and raise that a bit. So if I can get him probably to about this height. So we might have to add maybe an inch, almost an inch of, you know, extra height onto those stands, and I think that'll work. That should work. Pretty cool. So there we go. 2 instruments down. And 1 more to go. So this is the gem, truly outrageous Pizzazz of the Misfits, and San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But easy grab. They don't seem to be going for a lot, so I have no problem with taking this out, and it beats destroying a card. So go ahead and get her out. Now for this one, I will kind of look over, because I think maybe we can use her if we ever did a custom of this and just use the head. Maybe, you know, swap some clothes around on a female body, and maybe make her take in a vehicle into Heart Wrencher's garage one day or something. You know, she's like, oh my God, you know, one of the Misfits. But I think that'd be pretty neat. Got that crazy, you know, neon green hair. She's got the makeup on her face. This wild 80s, you know, kind of club gear, garb, whatever you want to call it. 1 green sock, some black high heels, pink bracelet, pretty crazy. The hands are in, you know, good positions to, you know, use an instrument. So that's cool, but for now, going aside, we don't need it. But we do want that guitar that's in here. Slide that out. This one doesn't actually have a plastic strap like that, but it does have a string attached. Pull that on out. And kind of like how this one's made too. This would be more of a bass. It has a longer neck, kind of wild guitar shape. And then we'll bring out our Zartan. Slide this over him, see how this looks. And pretty cool. So is Zartan going to get a guitar? Yeah. I'm not sure which one he's going to use. This one seems to look pretty good, so I may do this and throw the other one with probably Ripper. And then we'll throw a Torch on the keyboard. You know, probably set the mic on the stand. Get that out of his hand. And you know, just kind of have him wailing away. Get the wig out. You know, throw that on. Got to do some tweaking. So, like I said, it's just a kind of prototype setup. It's not fully ready to go, but once it is, you know, it should be pretty neat. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and show you how the stand looks. So we'll pop one of these out. And they're metal. So you simply just slide the mic one down, see how it fits. Do something like that. It's head height, you know, so it's almost perfect. You don't have to put it that way. You can spin it around the other way. I'll slide it up in there. And it just fits a little better the other way, that's all. But pretty cool. I'm excited for it. You know, Cold Slither. Pretty neat. So we'll bring out our buzzer. Stand Pizzazz off to the side. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. No need for a turntable. We just wanted to show off, you know, and open some of these Super7 ReAction figures to get those instruments out and give you a little sneak peek at our Cold Slither group that we're going to be doing. It's going to be totally custom, you know, on the stage. It's going to look absolutely awesome. The stage is really cool. We have, you know, here's a piece of it, you know, with the Cold Slither. It'll be on the backdrop. It'll look pretty wild once it's done and set up and everything. And it's going to look good. So we'll be sure to do a video on that once we, you know, put it all together and get some opinions and let you guys, you know, check it out and see if you like it or not. And hopefully you do. But until then, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.